Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most common financial mistakes people make, credit card debt. Specifically, we're going to talk about how to pay your credit card the right way to avoid turning a small purchase into a mountain of debt. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more financial advice. So, let's get started. Why credit card debt is dangerous. Before we dive into how to pay off your credit card, let's talk about why credit card debt is so dangerous. Credit card debt can be a dangerous trap that can quickly spiral out of control if you're not careful. Credit cards charge high interest rates, and if you only make the minimum payment on your credit card each month, you'll end up paying way more in interest charges than you originally borrowed. This can quickly turn a small purchase into a huge amount of debt. For example, if you make a $50 purchase on your credit card and only make the minimum payment, it could take you years to pay it off and end up costing you $150 or more in interest charges alone. How to pay off your credit card the right way. Now that we know why credit card debt is so dangerous, let's talk about how to pay off your credit card the right way. Here are some tips to help you avoid getting into credit card debt in the first place and how to pay it off quickly if you do end up carrying a balance. Pay your balance in full every month. Paying your balance in full every month is the best way to avoid credit card debt. When you make a purchase with your credit card, you're essentially borrowing money from the credit card company. If you pay off the full amount of your borrowing by the due date, you won't have to pay any interest charges. However, if you don't pay off the full amount, you'll be charged interest on the balance remaining. Interest rates on credit cards can be high, sometimes as much as 20% or more. If you only make the minimum payment each month, it could take you years to pay off your balance, and you'll end up paying a lot more in interest charges than you originally borrowed. This can turn a small purchase into a huge amount of debt, as we mentioned earlier. Paying your balance in full every month is not only good for your financial health but also for your credit score. Your credit score is a number that represents your credit worthiness, and it's based on various factors such as your payment history, credit utilization, and length of credit history. By paying off your balance in full every month, you're showing that you're a responsible borrower, which can help improve your credit score. Set up auto payments. One of the most common reasons people end up with credit card debt is forgetting to make their payments on time. Late payments not only result in hefty late fees but also negatively impact your credit score. That's where auto payments come in handy. Auto payments allow you to set up automatic payments from your bank account to your credit card company on a regular schedule. This way, you won't have to worry about forgetting to make a payment, which can save you money in the long run. Setting up auto payments is easy. Simply log into your credit card account and select the autopay option. You can choose to pay the minimum payment, the full balance, or a specific amount each month. Make sure to select a payment date that works for you, such as a few days before the due date. Keep in mind that while auto payments can help you avoid late payments, it's still essential to monitor your credit card activity regularly. Check your statements every month to ensure there are no errors or fraudulent charges. Pay more than the minimum payment. When you make a purchase with a credit card, the credit card company typically requires you to make a minimum payment each month to avoid late fees and penalties. This minimum payment is usually a small percentage of your total balance, typically around 2% to 3% of your balance. While making the minimum payment may be tempting, it's important to remember that it can take you years to pay off your balance if you only make the minimum payment each month. This is because the majority of your payment goes towards interest charges, with only a small portion going towards paying down the principal balance. Paying more than the minimum payment can help you pay off your credit card debt faster and save money in interest charges over time. By paying more than the minimum payment, you're able to pay down the principal balance faster, which reduces the amount of interest you'll have to pay in the long run. For example, let's say you have a credit card balance of $5,000 with an interest rate of 18%. If you only make the minimum payment of 2% each month, it would take you over 20 years to pay off the balance, and you'd end up paying over $9,000 in interest charges. However, if you increase your monthly payment to $250, you could pay off the balance in just over 2 years and save over $7,000 in interest charges. To make paying more than the minimum payment easier, consider setting up automatic payments or increasing your payment amount each month as your budget allows. By making paying off your credit card debt a priority, you can avoid turning a small purchase into a large amount of debt over time. Prioritize high-interest debt. Using your credit card responsibly is key to avoiding credit card debt. It's important to keep in mind that a credit card is not free money, and every purchase you make with it needs to be paid back, often with interest charges added. To use your credit card responsibly, It's essential to only use it to make purchases you can afford to pay back in full every month. Avoid using your credit card to fund a lifestyle that is beyond your means. If you find yourself struggling to pay off your balance in full every month, it may be a sign that you need to adjust your spending habits. Keeping track of your spending is also crucial when it comes to using your credit card responsibly. Make sure to monitor your credit card activity regularly and check your statements every month to ensure there are no errors or fraudulent charges. You can also use budgeting tools or apps to help you track your spending and stay within your budget. Another tip for using your credit card responsibly is to be mindful of your credit utilization. Your credit utilization is the amount of credit you're using compared to your credit limit. It's recommended to keep your credit utilization below 30% to avoid negatively impacting your credit score. Finally, it's important to be aware of the rewards and benefits offered by your credit card. Many credit cards offer cashback, points, or miles for purchases made with the card. While these rewards can be enticing, don't let them lead you to overspend or make unnecessary purchases. Use your credit card rewards wisely, and don't let them contribute to credit card debt. Use balance transfer offers wisely. One thing to keep in mind is that using your credit card for certain types of purchases can be more risky than others. For example, using your credit card for online purchases or at unfamiliar merchants may increase the risk of fraud or identity theft. To minimize this risk, make sure to only use your credit card on secure websites and at trusted merchants. It's also important to be aware of the fees associated with your credit card. Credit card fees can add up quickly and contribute to credit card debt if you're not careful. Some common credit card fees include annual fees, balance transfer fees, cash advance fees, and foreign transaction fees. Make sure to read the fine print and understand any fees associated with your credit card. Finally, if you're struggling with credit card debt, don't be afraid to ask for help. You can reach out to your credit card company to discuss your options, such as a payment plan or hardship program. You can also seek the help of a credit counseling agency or financial advisor to develop a plan to pay off your debt and improve your credit score. In summary, using your credit card responsibly is crucial to avoiding credit card debt. Make sure to only use your credit card for purchases you can afford to pay back in full every month, keep track of your spending, and be mindful of your credit utilization. Use your credit card rewards wisely and be aware of the fees associated with your credit card. And if you're struggling with credit card debt, don't be afraid to ask for help. In conclusion, it's important to use your credit card responsibly to avoid turning a small purchase into a large amount of debt over time. This can be achieved by only using your credit card for purchases you can afford to pay back in full each month, keeping track of your spending, being mindful of your credit utilization, and understanding the fees associated with your credit card. Additionally, paying more than the minimum payment each month can help you pay off your credit card debt faster and save money in interest charges over time. By making paying off your credit card debt a priority, you can improve your credit score, reduce financial stress, and achieve greater financial freedom. Remember, your credit card is a tool to help you manage your finances, but it's important to use it wisely. By following these tips, you can avoid credit card debt and enjoy the benefits of using credit responsibly. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips and reviews on financial products.